Hi guys, so I know this video is uploading a little bit later than I wanted it to, but I've just been really busy with like school and like work and other stuff, and I haven't really had time to like record or like film or whatever, but I still wanted to like make this video no matter how late it is and just show you some of my favorites from this month. And I'm mainly going to be showing you like I've split them up into sections, but there's gonna be like a section for like makeup and skincare, like beauty things, and then another section for like kind of just like fragrances and candles, and then I think I have one last section of like my favorite books that I've been reading lately. But I just really wanted to like share that with you, and just like recommend some stuff if anyone is interested. But I really hope you like it, and let me know if you want to see like another video like this maybe next month, or I don't know, just like recommendations, anything else you want me to make. Okay, so these are all of like the skincare and makeup products that I've really been loving this past month. Okay, so the first skincare product I want to mention is this cleanser from the Inkey List. And I don't know why the bottle looks like this, kind of weird, but this is their fulvic acid brightening cleanser, and it's a foaming cleanser, and it targets like dull skin. And I initially bought this because my skin is like super dry. I really like foaming cleansers, but I find that a lot of them often like dry you out, or they make your face just feel, I don't know, like kind of like that clean but dry feeling, and I didn't want that. And I really like the Inkey List. All their products that I've tried out have been great. I use the oat cleansing balm as well. That's kind of like the first step to my like two-step like cleansing system. So I use the oat cleansing balm to like remove my makeup, and then I'll go in with this after, and it's really amazing. It makes my face like feel like clean but not dry, and it makes it glow really nicely. So I've been loving this, and the Inkey List is like pretty cheap. I love all their products. And then the second thing is actually this toner. So I originally wanted to get a toner because I was running out of the Laneige one that I had, and I heard a lot of good reviews about this, and I wanted to try it out. And this is amazing. I love this toner. It's a pore tightening toner, but the only thing that I'll say about this is that like the fragrance is I don't know, like I don't really like it. It's very like artificial smelling, and I hate like the smell of watermelon. So if you're sensitive to fragrance, I would probably like stay away from this, but otherwise like I love this. I bought the travel size to like try it out and see if I liked it, but when I run out, I think I'm definitely like stocking up on the full size. And then the last like skincare product that I have is the CeraVe Healing Ointment. And everybody like on TikTok has been talking about slugging, and I was really hesitant on trying it, especially the people that were putting like Vaseline all over their face. I thought that was gonna be, I don't know, like the most disgusting thing, and I did not want to do that. But I heard people using the CeraVe Healing Ointment, and I initially picked it up like probably over a month ago, and I was still like so scared to use it. Even though I have really dry skin, I didn't want it to like clog my pores or anything like that. But I've been using it for a while now, and this is literally like my new favorite thing. I hadn't been doing my nighttime skincare routine because I was just getting so lazy. But when I started doing this, like when I'm telling you that it literally completely transformed my skin, not only would it like moisturize me and like lock in all of my products, but I feel like it actually started helping with like my scarring as well, which was insane. So I love this. If you're thinking about doing like, if you're thinking about like trying slugging or anything, or even if you just aren't going to do that, you just kind of want something to like seal in all your products, this is amazing, and you should definitely buy this. So now I'm going to be getting into the makeup, and I have a few more makeup products than I have skincare. I went to Sephora and Ulta like the past few weeks, and I kind of needed to stock up, but also I just wanted to try some things out. The first thing that I got was the Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. I know everyone says that this isn't a foundation, but what I do is like I mix it in with my regular foundation. I tried applying it like just on its own as a foundation, but it looks really nice, but it's not the consistency of a foundation. It's not going to appear as a foundation. But when I started mixing it in with my own, it was just like amazing. It looks so pretty. I got the travel size because they were out of the full size in my color, and I figured it would be like better to try it before I get the full size. But yeah, I really love this. When I went to Sephora, I also picked up the Charlotte Tilbury, I don't know what it's called, but it's like this powder thing. So this is the powder that I got. I don't really know like what specifically it's called. I was really excited to try this because I remember my sister using hers under my eyes and I thought it looked so pretty, but I'm not the biggest fan of this. The thing about this is that it does look kind of pretty under your eyes, but like I like to like bake and can't really do that with this. I don't know, it was kind of a miss for me, so I didn't really like that, but I did love the Flawless Filter. I'm realizing I probably should have started out with primer, but this is the YSL, I don't know, but this is their blurring primer. This is a small size. I got this from my sister actually, but this is amazing. The way that it makes my skin feel and look is just like insane. And I'm not like a big primer person. I feel like primer can sometimes just be like an extra layer of moisturizer, or like all those like blurring or like pore filling ones don't really work, but this is like the real deal. I love this so much. I'm definitely gonna get like the actual full size, or I don't know if this is like old or whatever, but I definitely want to purchase this when I run out. And then moving on to concealers, I actually have two concealers here, and I use two concealers like on my face. I use one to cover up like any dark spots or scarring that I have, which is this, I don't know if this is Makeup Revolution. I don't know what this brand is. Revolution? Oh, Makeup Revolution. Okay. I use their Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer, and this is amazing. I really love this. Like, the shade match was actually so nice, and I was scared because when I bought it in store, like, it looked like the tester looked different, but whatever. This is really good. I've been using that a lot. And then from Sephora, I got this Kosas concealer, and I've been using this one under my eyes, and this works really nice. It blends really well, and also it just like provides like a good amount of coverage. It's not super like full coverage, but I really like this. I don't know what shade this is in. And then I also got another thing from Makeup Revolution. I don't know if people have been saying this is a dupe. I don't know if I'm imagining. I feel like I've heard somewhere that this is like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, what's it called, like contour stick or wand or whatever. That product has been sold out for like 2 or 3 years, ever since that Madison Beer video, and I just feel like they're refusing to like stock it up to like keep the hype about it, which is just, I don't know, weird. But I found this and I've been using this for a few days and I really love it. And even if like the Charlotte Tilbury one comes back in stock, from like the experience that I've had with their like highlighter wand, I don't think I would even buy that. This is a really great dupe. I think it's just like it's an under eye concealer, but I just got like a dark shade to use as contour. And let me see, this is the shade Warm Chestnut. It's really pretty. So if you've been looking to like try out the Charlotte Tilbury one, don't do that. Just try to get this. It works really well. And then I think the last makeup product that I have is this NYX lip liner. I really want to find the shade of this. Oh, okay. The shade is called Natural. This is actually the first lip liner I've used or like owned. I didn't really understand like lip liners. I don't know, but I saw this and my sister told me it was like a dupe for the, again, like another Charlotte Tilbury product. I think it's called like Pillow Talk or something like that, but it's a really pretty color. I've been using it like every day and I really like it. Okay, now we're getting into one of my favorite sections, which is like, I want to say perfumes, but just like scents in general, because I have some candles and then a hand cream. So these have just been like my favorite scents, things to like smell, either like things that I spray on or just like light in my room, whatever. So starting off with this Diptyque Roses candle. When I was at Nordstrom, like smelling a lot of their candles, they were kind of like misses. Like I don't know, their fragrances were just not really my thing. I did like one of their other fragrances though. It was called like Amber or Ember. I don't really remember the name, but they didn't have it in stock. So I got this one. This smells so good. With a lot of like rose or like floral scents, they tend to smell really artificial, but this doesn't smell like that at all. And I just love lighting this up like in my room. I like this like a lot during the day because it just like it's such a fresh, nice smell. So I've really been loving that. And then this candle I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with this brand. It's called Boy Smells. I actually hadn't heard of it before, but I saw or no, I heard about it in this like podcast, and they had it at Nordstrom, and I got the scent. Don't know how to pronounce that, but they actually had a lot of like really nice smells. I think this other one that they had that I really liked was called Cedar Stack. So I'm definitely gonna be like restocking when this runs out. I've already like gone through so much of it because I'm obsessed with it. But yeah, the notes are like resin, hinoki, cardamom, jasmine, just a lot of like, the best way I can describe this is like, honestly, I don't want to try to describe it and describe it wrong, but this is just like amazing. I'm obsessed with it. If you can like smell it, like go to Nordstrom and smell it, like you definitely should, because it's such like a perfect scent. And then getting into perfumes, these are really like my favorites that I've been using for like not just like this past month but a while. So the first is the Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere scent from Philosophy. This smells so yummy. It just smells like vanilla and like I mean, there's not really notes that I can like list, but it just smells really good. And another one that kind of has like the same scents or like notes or whatever is Vanilla Woods. I would consider this like the Fresh Cream or like Warm Cashmere a dupe of like the Vanilla Woods, but it's not like exactly the same, but still that like warm vanilla scent. But this is really like, as you can see, I've gone through all of it. I'm definitely going to be stocking up some more, but it just smells amazing. It's vanilla, but kind of like an elevated, more sophisticated vanilla, if that makes sense. And then the last perfume I have is Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. This perfume, it's like you either love it or you hate it. It's so controversial. Like, people, if you like love it, this is like your favorite perfume, use it all the time, and if you hate it, you just hate it. I happen to love it a lot. It's this like musky scent, and I think when you like layer this, what I like to do is like spray this first and then either put Vanilla Woods or like the Warm Cashmere on top. It just ends up smelling like so nice. And then the other thing that I have here is this hand cream from Aesop. This is their Resurrection Hand Balm, and I've been using this literally every day because it's like winter and it's always cold out. My hands tend to get really dry and like sometimes to the point where it like hurts. And I've tried other hand creams before, and this is really like the only thing that actually helps with that. And also like the scent is amazing. With hand creams, I don't like things that smell like artificial or like even like I wouldn't necessarily like these if they were hand creams because it's just not like a natural smell. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really like this because it smells like so natural. It has like mandarin rind, rosemary leaf, cedar atlas. I don't know what that is, but it just smells really good, and it's also like an amazing hand cream. Okay, so the next category that I wanted to do is books, and these are just like the books I've picked out from this past month that I've either finished reading or I've started reading, and I've just been really obsessed with them. So first is obviously Lapfona. I've read this in a week, but I literally could have read it in one sitting because it was so captivating and interesting. And I haven't read enough of Ottessa Moshfegh's work to like compare it to her other books, but based off like My Year of Rest and Relaxation and her short story collection, but I think this is my favorite thing that she's released, or like my favorite piece of work that she's written that I've read. I was super obsessed with this. I really love how like she just transforms the setting of like all of her stories and aligns them with like the characters that are in them. And I found this to be super creepy, super morbid, but super interesting. And it reminded me a lot of The Witch. I don't know who the director of that movie was, but it was that movie with Anya Taylor-Joy. And I also love that movie, so I love this book. And I'm really excited for all of you to read it when it comes out. And then the next book is Boy Parts, and I have literally been looking for this book for months. I've tried to get it so many times from Barnes & Noble, but finally, like, I ordered it from this bookstore in Soho, and I was finally able to read it, and I would say the wait was worth it, honestly. I didn't really expect it to be like as violent as it was. I feel like when people would talk about it on TikTok, they wouldn't really mention that. But I loved it regardless. This is one of like the only books where the pop culture references didn't like make me cringe. I just found the story to be super interesting, and I really, really liked how it ended. I just love this book a lot. And then next is this book. It's called Rag by, don't know how to pronounce the author's name, but it's a collection of like short horror stories. And Goodreads has this little like preview button where you could just like read some of the book. And ever like I think I read one, or like not the whole story, but like half of one story on there, and I was obsessed. I had to buy it. I'm not too deep into it. I think I'm like, I've read like 4 stories so far, but ever since that first story, it like had me captivated. And it's not like really scary or eerie. It doesn't give me that kind of feeling, but it is really disturbing. And that's my favorite like genre of like horror, like just really like psychologically thrilling or like disturbing. So I'm really excited to like finish this and post a review. And the next book that I have is Acts of Service by Lillian Fishman. And I actually just started reading this because I was reading Boy Parts before. But just like the blurb in the back, I think one of my mutuals recommended it, and she had like an art copy of it. And I was like, I had to like have my hands on this. I started reading it, and so far I really like it, but it's definitely, it fits like the genre of like a 20 something year old woman in New York trying to like figure her life out. So I'm super excited for that. I never get bored of like books like that. So that's kind of it for all the books I had, and basically all the categories of my favorites. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know like what else you want to see. Maybe in the future if I film like another like favorites video. Let me know like what categories you want me to include as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. I love you guys.